Welcome to AlphaCars. My name is Dimitri and we're checking out 2014 Mercedes GL63. This is the AMG in Designo white with beautiful, gorgeous diamond white pearl effect color. And this is the 5.5 liter bi-turbo V8, 550 horsepower and an astonishing 560 pounds of torque at an incredibly low RPM band. The interior is finished in Auburn Brown leather with white stitching. We're gonna check all that out, but let's start from the exterior of the vehicle, and I will mention a few interesting points about the vehicle condition, history, and certainly the value that we have to offer here. Speaking of the value, with the original sale price of over $120,000 in 2014, an impeccable one owner history, impeccable service history, and the fact that the car is from Texas, this is an outstanding value. In addition, we just completed almost $2,000 in recent improvement. That's in addition to an awesome service history that we were able to review through the history report. So the $120,000 original MSRP included some really cool features. The AMG GL63 came standard with a lot of expensive features, but the diamond white metallic wood leather steering wheel, brown satin ash wood trim is beautiful. Those were all additional options as the Designo Auburn Brown Napa leather. And it also has power easy entry and pre-wiring for the rear seat entertainment. So let's get right on with the vehicle condition. When you walk around this vehicle, the first impression you get, it is, oh my God, this is like brand new automobile. And it is very true. It is very close to new vehicle condition. The pearl white color is so incredibly elegant, and you look at it under the direct sunlight and you can see the depth of the color through the pearl effect. Certainly very practical being a white color. So as we walk around the vehicle, let's just take a look. The front end looks very nice. We're going to spend some time with details, and there are minimal blemishes or imperfections. I will show you all of them as we walk around the vehicle. By the way, the tires in the front are being replaced with new ones. So at the time of this video, it still has original tires. The rear tires are in excellent condition, as you can see right here, and have about 80% material remaining. The front, we're getting matching tires. They will be brand new. While we're talking about residual specs on tires, we're going to mention that the brakes, front and rear, there's still 50% left of the brake pad material, and they're very smooth and very effective. As we continue the walk around the vehicle, it looks extraordinary. Again, the condition of paint on the rear bumper and the typical areas that have wear and tear on this car is immaculate. The exhaust tips, which are, by the way, AMG, it sounds awesome. They're in great condition. As we look at the corners of the bumper that typically have most of the wear and tear and some scratches on this car, they are all in excellent condition. Rims close to impeccable condition all around, minimal. I'll show you right here. There's a small chip. The rest of the left rear rim is impeccable. Let's look at the left front rim. Excellent condition all around, and no cavities on the clear coat. Everything looks nice. The front bumper has minimal to no chipping or scratches. It looks very, very nice. The grille work looks excellent. The hood paint is very impressive with pretty much no chips. Yeah, it's very, very nice. Perfect candidate for the chip guard film paint protection installation. On the right side, let's look at the rims here. Right front, like new, and we're not talking rims that have been repaired or refinished. These are original factory rims. Speaking of originality, if you look at the listing on our website, you will see paint meter measurements on this car are consistent with original factory body panels and original factory paint on all panels, which means when you buy, if you consider buying this pre-owned vehicle, you would be buying factory Mercedes quality versus unknown quality or versus known panels that have been refinished, which is again not the case with this vehicle. Because this vehicle is from Texas, check out some of the parts that here in New England we do not have a pleasure of seeing in this condition. You can see the brake disc has absolutely no rust. The backing plate behind is like new. It actually has no rust at all. When we look at the suspension components, and we'll try to do the underbody video if we can, if we still have the car, but the suspension components, check out the control arm. It is fresh and bright aluminum. There's still factory coating on the hardware. Check that out. The whole underbody looks this way. Look at the, again, front brake disc. Look at the caliper. This is all absolutely amazing. As far as cosmetic condition of the paint, I'm going to point out a couple of small blemishes. One, and that's the biggest one, and by itself it's not a big deal, but let me point to this right here. If you look at this area right here, I'm going to get very close. There's about ½ an inch of paint gouge. It actually has a tiny little dent. Here it is. Check that out. There's a tiny little dent that you can barely see, and there is a paint gouge. We're going to make a noticeable improvement. It's not going to get perfect, but we are going to touch that up and polish it over. It is still going to be a little bit noticeable, but much better than what we can see now. This is the only visible imperfection on the passenger side. As we walk around the vehicle and we walk on the driver's side, I'm gonna take a close look at everything, but I'm not seeing any imperfections. And I'm talking like typical areas, like around the wheel wells, the bottoms of the doors. Everything looks impeccable. So on the passenger side, we're gonna confirm that this has no paint gouges, no dings, no scratches, nice and clean. We are going to take a peek on the roof too. And we're going to observe large sunroof panels, excellent condition of aluminum on the roof rails, excellent condition of aluminum on the trim around the windows. And because it is original paint, there's of course no overspray or tape marks anywhere. Door jambs look impeccable. The bottoms of the doors look absolutely stunning, impeccable. The running boards, typically in New England, all this aluminum gets pitted very quickly, and again, on this vehicle, it's in phenomenal condition. It is true for the passenger side, the bottom of the doors, step guard, I'm sorry, the step, the running board, everything is in great condition. So we're gonna take a quick drive just to get your feel for the vehicle, and then I'm gonna park it in the shade and we're gonna check out the interior. Oh, before we do that, let's glance at the engine compartment. Pop the hood. Check this out. Very, very clean throughout, runs beautiful. It's such a smooth running engine. Our technician was very, very impressed with the way this engine is running, the way the drivetrain is. And again, we know that this car has all original paint, but we're gonna also glance at the typical areas where we could see if there was any body work done. This car is 100% original. The hardware is untouched. Nothing has been moved. The hinges, all the hardware and the hinges, all original. The pad under the hood in impeccable condition. The hood inside front edge is impeccable. All the hardware is in original condition and has not been touched or moved. So let's get the engine started. And yes, by the way, this is a handcrafted power plant, and it's crafted by Michael Kübler from Mercedes AMG in Germany. Twin turbo V8, 560 horsepower. I'm sorry, 550 horsepower, 560 pounds of torque. The engine runs beautiful, nice and quiet. You hear a little bit of, I'm not sure how the camera microphone is going to work. You hear normal sound. Sometimes I get a call like, oh wow, the engine, I hear this and that. Trust me, and I've heard hundreds of Mercedes engines. This runs beautiful and nice and smooth. So we're going to close that with the hood closed. Runs beautiful. We're going to get to the exhaust. I'm going to put the microphone right here, and we're going to give it a couple of revs. Here's the microphone. There's this cute thing, and here's the right exhaust, left exhaust, and by the way, everything is lined up. This car has not bottomed out on the bumpers anywhere. So let's give it a couple of revs. Just going to park in the shade for a second, and we're going to use the surround view camera system. Check this out. I can see the curb on my right side going in. I can see the backup camera, and here's the right side by side. There is a top view camera. We'll reduce the speed of the fan. The interior is an important part of any vehicle, especially a luxury one. And this interior, as the moment you enter it, and by the way, the moment you enter it, it has AMG illuminated sill plate to remind you that you're entering the world of AMG. And as soon as you're getting inside, you keep reminded about that throughout the interior. The condition of this interior is impeccable. I have seen cars that are in great condition that are 1 or 2 years old, and this vehicle is in similar, if not better condition than some of those very nice cars we've had. If you look at the door handle, at the switches, at the wood, and the wood is definitely a custom selection because it is like a semi-gloss kind of flat finish, and it goes so well with this brown color interior. And hopefully the camera is accurate in reflecting this color. Black suede-like material on the roof and on the pillars. The back seats are pretty much brand new. I would have to say that the front seats are very close to that. The typical wear on the driver's seat bolster is pretty much non-existent in this GL63. The pedals, the steering wheel have pretty much no wear. All the buttons are in close to new condition. There are no imperfections that I would have to disclose here. There's a slight, very slight, I'm not even sure if I'd be able to show it to you, but there's like a very slight leather scuff right here. I'm going to move and show you different angles, and you can see that. And a tiny little bit of wear like in this area right here, which is barely noticeable, and you can only pick that with the right light. So I would say it's in minimal condition, minimal visibility. The door panels are impeccably clean. The rear seats are like brand new. The carpets are all like brand new. There are no foreign smells here. It smells like nice, and I would have to say expensive leather of the luxury automotive interior. The back seats, and back seats in the GL, the third row seats are they're actually adult size. So you could definitely have 7 adults in this vehicle, and they're all going to be comfortable. Here's the back seat, the better view. What I like about GL seating, third row seating, that plenty of height here for the between the seat bottom and the floor. And we still have cargo room behind, so we're going to look at that as well in just a moment. It comes with a divider, and we can fold these seats, and it's electric power. Pressed in the wrong direction. To fold them, you have to push the button. Another one, and you have a nice and flat cargo area. We have a cargo divider, as I mentioned. We have AMG embroidered factory original floor mats. Looks like a complete set. We have the medical kit that no one used, and hopefully you don't have to use it. And we have the power tailgate, so we push the button and we close it. GL63 AMG, one owner vehicle from Florida. We were told that it was owned by a family of the car enthusiasts, and it was a trade-in on the new generation Corvette. And it looks like this vehicle was not your typical commuter vehicle. It looks like, just by mileage and the way that this vehicle has been kept.